Hello, my frizzy friends. Welcome in. How's it going? I saw you guys were chatting and I was like, I'm popping in a half a minute early. How's it going, guys? It's been a week, hasn't it? We've had that dip sale on Tuesday and that was so much fun. Thank you guys all for being there, who could make it, and for all the support. I'm swimming in yarn and I've already started to pack some orders, and I will be having those shipped out within, hopefully I'll get them done this week. So just, keep that in mind and bear with me as I work my way through them. But yeah, it's been fun and interesting process. I hopefully have, I've spoken with most of you that did put in, dibs on orders. So if you haven't gotten a hold of me, or if I haven't gotten a hold of you, if you just send me an email to frizzybeehive@gmail.com, and we'll start coordinating, that would be amazing. But most of you guys I know I have been chatting with back and forth. So yes, let's see who's in the house today. Let's see here. We've got Lisa. Hello, Lisa. And Rebecca is here. And Lisa's halfway through her workday, so she's going to be mostly lurking. Kimmy's in the house. Kimmy, hello. Hopefully you're awake now. I saw you were, you said you fell asleep during Amber's live this morning, so you're still tired. And Andrew's awake. Good job. You're halfway there, right? To your goal of being able to get up early so you could do your show. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Amber, I love those fall colors. Good job on picking those ones out this morning. I liked those. And Jem is probably not here anymore, but if you are, Jem, hello. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Who else is here? Let's see. Tina's in the house. Hi, Tina. And Callie girl, my amazing mod, my Zoila. Callie, you were amazing, my dear. Thank you so much for all of your help on Tuesday. Yeah, that was, I don't even know how you kept half of that in your head. I had to go back on a couple of things and just try to rewatch the chat and make sure I could understand what was going on, and yeah, but we got it all squared away. It was amazing. Let's see. Rebecca, have more yarn I bought yesterday and more coming in the mail. Nice. And Sassy's here and Mary Ann is here. Hello, good morning. Don't forget to mash that thumbie. Yes, don't forget your thumbs, you guys. It helps the channel a ton. And let's see here. Amber is smiling this morning. That's good. I like that. Me too, me too. Hubs noticed. What did your hubs notice this morning, Rebecca? Let's see. Oh, just that you were having more yarn. Oops. Oh my goodness. Hi, Tammy. How's it going? Welcome in, and Kimberly's in the house. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so glad you had fun, Marion. I had such a blast, you guys. You guys are hilarious. It was just like, it's such chaos, but I feel like we all kind of enjoy that. We're just like, oh my gosh, I want that one. Wait. Computer's not working. Let's see here. DoorDash. Yes. We've done that once, I think. Maybe. James keeps wanting to do DoorDash, but we're like, but we can drive you there. It's okay. It's really good for those that can't drive, or just for whatever reason just don't want to, but it's, he'll ask us to, oh, could we DoorDash Starbucks? It'll be like 3:00 in the afternoon. I'm like, I could just take you there if I, Ooh, Walmart had some clearance that was shimmery. Yum. I like the sparkle. I'm a sparkle fan. Sassy made a ripple in the pathway to the office, finding yarn I forgot about. Isn't that always funny? Oh my gosh. I know. I think I have yarn in one place, but now that I've done this whole go through the yarn and make dibs and do all that stuff, and I've kind of pared it down some, I don't know where anything is anymore. So I have to go through my tubs to figure out where my yarns are. I'm like, I think I still have that one. Hang on. Let me check. Let's see here. Vacation cash and yarn cash. Yes, you gotta do what you can. Even if it, DoorDash, hey, it works. These are little side hustles. That's a good thing. A lot of people are having to turn to side hustles these days. Morning, Monique. Hello, hello. Oh, yay. Yes, now I'm crocheting South Parkians. I saw that last night. Those are so cute. The little Kenny's like a little bean. He was so tiny. His little body is all like crunched up, and she uses Andy uses mostly blanket yarn or plush yarn and such like that. So yeah, nice and soft and squishy. Let's see. Last little Debbie oatmeal pie. Ooh, gosh. You're going old school with them oatmeal pies there, Rebecca. Those are good. Oh my gosh. I know, right, Tammy? I was telling Tammy this morning, I'm like, it's because those in Canada, they don't get access to a lot of these yarns that we have. And so it's fun, right? And yeah, it's fun that we can get those to you guys. He likes us in the house, and Tina is here. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Stella's mom. How's it going? What is Stella's mom? If you want to tell me your name, or I can just keep calling you Stella's mom, whatever you want to do. But if you want to tell me your name, I will try to get that in this brain of mine. My one brain cell. My brother and I each had to put our one brain cells together the other night when he came over for Taco Tuesday. We were trying to come up with a name. He came up with it almost, and then I got the right version of the person's name we were trying to come up with. I was like, there you go, bro. We got this. Let's see here. Got the Mainstay Sparkle for the lap throw for my stepsister. Nice. Sparkles time. Sparkles growing on you. Yep. There is the cutest little picture book that I used to read, Lizzie, and I still have it. The book is called Just Add Sparkle. No, Just Add Glitter. Just Add Glitter. That's what it's called. Just Add Glitter. And she's just wanting to, it's this little girl who's trying to just kind of make her world more vibrant. And so, it'll be like, trying to remember some of the words of it. It'll say different things like, you basically need more, it's like a hitch in your get along, or need more. That's not what they say, but you know what I mean? Like, you just need something more. Just add glitter. And then it'll be like her and the glitter all over the page. It's so cute. You found some Big Twist Sparkle, Sassy? Nice. I think I only had like the pink one that I had available during dibs. I didn't get my hands on too much of that one. All right, everybody's saying hi to everybody. Mama, that's what I got. The teal color was on clearance for $1.50. Nice. That's at Walmart. So you got 3 skeins of it. Yeah. It's hard when they're on clearance, right? And then you see it all there. That's what I did with so much yarn. Whenever I would see those little clearance stickers, I'm like, do I need it? No, I don't. But here we go. Connie. Okay. Connie. Yes, I'm going to try to remember your name, Connie. So how many times a year do you do your dib sales? This was the first one I did, Tammy. The first yarn dib sale that I did. I did a Yummy Cats plushies, the kind of finishing out the plushie line of Yummy Cats. I'm now going to be having a coloring book that I am currently working on, coming out soon for Yummy Cats. But for the plushie line, we did a dib sale for that. But I definitely would probably be doing another dib sale, and maybe soon. We'll see, because I'm looking at all the yarn still and I'm like, I don't think I pared down enough, So anywho, everybody's saying hi. Who's Nova's at the house? Hello, my dear. How are you? I'm so glad you could get up and hang out with me for a bit. Yes. Oh my gosh. So so what happened yesterday was so funny. And hi, BB. Welcome in. So yesterday when I was going to do the shipping, I was trying to like figure out these packages and stuff. And what's the best way to ship yarn and, this and that. And so I took one of my biggest orders, which had a lot of blanket yarn in it, because I'm like, okay, this is going to be the biggest thing. And I bought humongous bags, you guys, because I thought I want it to count as a bag. I don't want it to count as a box. So I bought 2 feet by 3 feet, 2 feet by 3 feet bags that they actually showed in the picture that people were stuffing like a luggage suitcase into, I guess just to waterproof it, more than anything. So I bought these huge bags because I was thinking, okay, so this is probably the best way to ship all this yarn. And so the first one I had to put in first, and I double checked with who was buying it, but I put hers in the vacuum seal bags. I had 3 of them, 3 medium vacuum seal bags. It took all 3 medium seal vacuum seal bags to fit her yarn into one of the big bags, right? So I get this thing, and then I'm like, all right, I did it. I felt very accomplished. I go and I weigh it. 17 pounds of yarn it was for that yarn, right? And I think it was like 23 inches by something, you know, and then so bags, you just count 2 dimensions. And I go into Pirate Ship and I'm like putting all the info in and I'm like, okay, how much is it? And it was like, you can't count that as a bag. It's over 18 inches. You have to count that as a box. I'm like, dang it. So that I go and I fix it and then try to figure out the price. $50 it was going to charge me for one bag. And I was just like, okay, that free, because, you know, I was saying everything over 50 is free shipping. I'm like, oh my gosh, that basically makes me nothing. So how am I going to do this? So what I did to save some is that I split that into 3 bags to ship separately that are all under 18 inches. They all then get to be considered as bags. And shipping on a bag that is about like 17 inches in size is about $11 within the US. So just so I went from $50 down to about 33, and that's way better. I mean, I'm almost saving 20 bucks, right? So I was like, this is just ridiculous. I hate these shipping costs. It just drives me crazy, you know, and they're just getting worse. So anyways, there's my vent. I was just glad I thought to do that instead of just being like, ugh, and just eating that hit, you know? So yeah, I was glad I could save 20 bucks. Will I be doing another dib sale? Yes, I think so. I think so, BB. I'm going to look at my yarn again. I'll show you guys what's left over from the Tuesday dibs. And you guys, I can't tell you how appreciative I am of you. And it was such an amazing time. I don't even know. Did we hit 4 hours? It was over 3 hours long. This is all that's left. That's it. Just one tub, mostly blanket yarn and blanket extra is what's left from this one. And then I'm gonna really try to go through my yarn stash again and just think about like, what am I really gonna make with this? You know, because when I used to buy yarns through Joann's and stuff, I would just be like kid in a candy store. I had no plan. I just knew I needed to make something because it's so pretty, and I would buy enough to make a blanket just in case, you know. And so that's why there's so much yarn here. Like we had over 275 skeins, and I think we ended up with maybe 15 skeins or something left. So yeah, you saw 3 hours 37 minutes, right? I mean, we could have just kept going. There were still 30 of us hanging out in there. So I was just like, oh my gosh, but I had to eat, you know, all that. Hi, Tammy. Welcome in. Hello, hello. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Moving truck my yarn will need is not going to be cheap, right? Yeah, so for those that got a lot, especially if you have blanket yarn in there, depending upon how big it's going to make the bag, I might have to split it into 2. So just keep that in mind. I'll let you know either way, but if I have to do that just to keep the costs down, I hope that that's okay. But they'll be coming in these ginormous bags. Oh my gosh, Mama went. I love you. Thank you so much. That's actually going to go for the August. We are doing the monthly appreciation again. I actually just finished packing up the bag. It's not a Joann's bag, but I might switch it out. I just didn't have the time. I just don't have the time. It's a Target bag, but this is going to be our August monthly appreciation. So any gifted memberships, every gifted membership gets your name in the hat for this bag that will be given away at the end of the month. So you know, if you do 1, it's 1 point. If you do 5, it's 5 names in, that kind of thing. And then members automatically will get their name in the hat. So basically, Frizzy Friends get 1, Inner Hive gets 3, Royal Hive gets 5 names put into the hat. And then every time we do a live, and we missed it on Tuesday only because there was too much going on. So today we're going to double it up. So I'm going to pick 10 names today. So every live that I have, I'm going to pick 5 names. Basically, 4 get 2 entries in, 1 gets 10. So today we'll do 8 that are going to get 2 entries and 2 that get 10 entries, okay? So that's what we're going to do. So these are just lots of different ways you can get your name in for the monthly appreciation. Also, any super chat, super stickers, those get your name in. If you go on my Ko-fi, coffee, whatever you want to call it, that also counts too. So I will be checking that, and I write everything down. Last month we had over 200 entries, and it was tons of fun. And that one went to Alley Cat Kimberly, and that's already been shipped out to her. So all fun things. It's not just for members, Tammy. Nope. It's for everybody. Members just already get their names in because they're a member. So your name could be put in multiple times throughout the month. Whether you get your name drawn from Nightbot, you know, when we start doing those, or you know, if you do any kind of like super chat or super sticker throughout the month, anything like that, you can get your name in a lot of times. So it's so much fun. I'm going to show you guys what's in the bag too. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Just woke up about 5 minutes ago. Nice, Timmy. You sleeping in. I think my kids are sleeping in too. They are all off on their like sleep cycle from summertime. So we need to start paring that back because James goes back to school the 27th, I think it is. So I need to start working on that. Guess who made these ones, Nova? This is from Andy, my crafty witch in the house. These are from her. So yes, these are my soot sprays. It had green on it, so I thought it matched pretty well. Oh my gosh. Hi, Tracy. Welcome in. Welcome in. So you guys want to see what's in the bag? I feel like a game show host. Do you want to play What's in the Bag? Let's check under behind door number 1. Oh my gosh. Yeah, James actually has some online friends that already started school. So yeah, it's all over the place across the country, isn't it? And Nightbot is on, you guys. So he's back on. So if you want to drop your link at any point, just write in the word drop and pick each other up and share in this lovely community that we're building here. So yeah, let's see. Does everybody want to see what's in the bag? So we have some old, some new. Do we have any blue? I know I'm a dork. Yay, and a banana. Thank you for joining the Frizzy Friends. Your name will be put in the hat, my dear. Oh my goodness. They start back on Thursday. Teachers start Monday. Wow. After Labor Day. That's what I thought, BB. I am so glad I actually went on the website because I wasn't getting any memos. And people in my family kept asking, like, when are they starting again? I'm like, I think it's the beginning of September after Labor Day. Thank goodness I checked because nope, I was wrong. It's earlier. So, hello and a banana. Oh my gosh. I know. I was used to that too. I got so confused, but that's par for the course. I get confused a lot. I'm doomed when I'm already very forgetful, you know. I think that's the ADHD, but I'm already that way. So as I progress in age, I'm pretty much already doomed. It's the 2nd of September for you guys in Canada. Yeah. They start early there, but out in May. Yes. So here's the thing in Washington, you guys. And good morning, Angela. How's it going, my dear? So it's so funny. Washingtonians do not know what to do when there's snow. And I'm talking a dusting of snow, you guys. I'm not talking like New York snow. I'm talking dustings here. They will close the schools, and it's a snow day, whatever. And so last year we had a whole bunch of those, because you'll get a dusting here or there. Like I was saying last year, it was like it sneezed snow and then it was done, but they'd close the school. And so what they end up doing is that they tack additional days on to the end of the school year from the kids, or they take away these in-service days or something that would be throughout the year, so that it's almost like they're punished for taking that snow day. So yeah, the kids will end up going until mid-June or even sometimes later in June. Is ridiculous. It's like, come on, snow day is supposed to be fun, not like, oh, but then you'll have to pay it back. In Michigan, they go back after Labor Day, but down here, they went back this week. Wow. It must be a quiet in your neighborhood, Nova. What are we blaming Mama G for? I just caught the tail end of that. Oh, that you're not the only banana anymore. Nope. That's right. It's Anna Banana. Yep. Anna's probably like, if you don't want to be called Anna Banana, it's kind of too late, right? Because Mama G's already been calling you that. Dance, though, doesn't start until September 2nd. Oh, okay. So the extracurriculars and such. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the homeschooling. Yeah, if you homeschool, I'm just going to start Lizzie whenever Aaron, and not Aaron, that's my brother. I do that sometimes. Do you guys do that? If it's like your sibling versus your kid. I say Aaron a lot, probably because I'm thinking about my own brother when I'm talking about Lizzie's brother. I don't know. It's a thing my brain does. So shut down the city for a week, right, Angela? It's like, there's your snow. Oh my gosh, school's out. Oh my gosh. Born and raised in New England, there had to be lots to cancel. Exactly. Now, okay, so I say that in all fun, it like a sneeze of snow, which it is true sometimes. Sometimes it's like not even sticking, and so it's not really dangerous, but they don't know. And here, the roads on a lot of the back roads that get to the school, they're only one lane going either way, and they have deep, like, ditches. I'm talking 10 feet or more, like down into a wooded kind of area. You could like go off the road. So for safety purposes, I think it is good if there's any possibility that it might freeze or something to do that. But we joke about it because my in-laws and everybody, they're from New York. And so they're like, this isn't even snow. What? The kids are off again? I'm confused. Does get icy here and everything shuts down. Yep. Only snow Florida gets is pollen season, or if there's a controlled burn and we get ash rain. I don't know, man. Monique, when I was there for 9 months, that's how long I was there in Tampa. The love bugs that you guys have seasonal love bug infestation, they cover the cars. Like, how are you supposed to see through that? You have to like try to get them a way to get in your car. It's so gross. Just Anna, but for my shop naming, because I love that movie so much, I started going by Anastasia. Oh, okay. Good to know. Got the nickname and ended up back at my original name. Yes, I know. It's funny with how names work, right? I think most people call me Frizzy now, which I'm totally fine with, because that's how I feel inside. So let's just see what's in the bag, shall we, for the monthly appreciation. I think that we should just go through that real quick. The love bugs are so gross. This is what I heard as an outsider, then being in Florida for a Californian being in Florida, was that they were a lab created bug. Wrap your head around that first. They were a lab created bug that were created to get rid of, I believe, the mosquito population. And then for whatever reason, it didn't work. It didn't work how it was meant to. So now you have mosquitoes and an infestation of love bugs. I don't know. I couldn't figure that one out. Melissa G is in the house. Yes, they're called love bugs. Let's just say they're always looking for a mate. And if they're not connected to each other, then they are looking for one, and they'll try to, get you because that's all they do. It's pretty gross. You get some cold and sometimes ice. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. And then they only shut down the schools if there's a huge snowstorm and minus 45. Wow. Wow. I was telling my mom about how much yard I bought from you, and I was like, her name's Julianne Winter. How do you get such a perfect name? You get married to somebody with the last name Winter. My maiden name is Hildebrand. So I had a very long, it took me forever in grade school when they were like, okay, kids, write your name 20 times. And everybody else was done. And I'm sitting there still on like number 5 because it was 8 letters in the first name, 9 in the middle, 10 in the last. It took me forever. Auntie, hello. It's so good to see you. About to walk out the door. Oh, thank you. It's so good to see you, my dear. We get snow and ice here, and it has to be impassable for them to cancel school, right? Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Okay. Let's see what's in this Target bag, shall we? So, what do we want to see first? Okay. So, you're going to get some fun things that were from Joann's before they closed. Granny Life. This is a notebook. It's got a little ruler on the back, but it's a little, I think it's a lined. Yes, it is. It's a lined notebook. Okay. Here's another. This is for market lists. It's one of those magnetic market lists. Nice chunky one too. Look at that. I love these. You are gonna get everybody's favorite staple, a sewing kit for your bag. You are going to get a sticky notepad, also with that granny square theme from Big Twist. Okay, that's also pretty decent size. There's a theme, not for everything, but I thought these were fun. These are vinyl stickers. Look at, these are the ones that it comes with. Granny Life, Playing Hooky, and then there's a cute little hook with a face on there. That looks like something I would draw, doesn't it? So cute. For your tumblers. Hello, Diane Major. How are you? It's Miss Fritzster. That's right. Oh my goodness. Okay, so these are for people that sew. However, I'm pretty positive our yarn needles would fit. Oh yeah, they will. So we can use these too. This is a DMC magnetic needle case. So they will magnetize inside, and so you're not going to be losing your needles everywhere, which is a good thing if you easily lose things like I do. So I thought you guys might like that because I grabbed one for myself, so I grabbed one for you guys. This is a little handmade stitch marker that I had received, and I am passing it down the line. But look at that. Isn't that cute? Little ladybug. So it's a little stitchy marker for you guys. I have a little kit. This is a dream catcher kit, and it has all that you need to make this dream catcher that's on the front. So it'll have everything included for you. Because you can never have too many stitch markers. Fun colors too. Because I had to buy a bunch of these pens because they are so cute. Look at that. I think knitting needles, but but that's okay. Some of us knit. Okay. You are going to get some vintage crocheting books, you guys. You've got 4 vintage crocheting books in here. So Scarves to Crochet, 16 Easy Everyday Designs, Wrapped in Style, Ponchos, Capes, and Shawls. Cotton top collections from Patons, and it's got Susan Bates up here. Look at that. It's very 80s retro, right? Old school stuff. I love it. All right. Gifts and toys. So that's the last of those. So these are some vintage magazine kind of books. And then for Yarny Goodness, this is a, what do you call it? It's like a scrap cake that I had bought. Okay, so look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's called Raspberry Cocoa Swirl. So you guys are going to get this one. Nice big chunky one. And then you are going to get 2 skeins of the Eversoft Bernat Bundle Up. Very soft, you guys. So, yes. So that is the monthly appreciation prize, if you will, that I'll be drawing the name at the end of the month. So, that's what you're playing for. Let's see. And a banana. Aren't those cute? See, and I figure like I have a lot of, I had gotten some from a friend here on the YouTube streets. So I got a ton of them and I'm just like, there's just so many. So let's share the wealth and you guys can enjoy some of the vintage designs. Oh, don't forget the pen. Let's put that in there. Yeah, pretty yarns. They're so soft too. Okay, what did I miss? What did I miss? I'm so hot, you guys. I think I have a hair tie too. Should I put it on? Maybe, did I put it? Oh, I did. I did. I've got a hair tie. All right. You know, I'm always looking for a hair tie when I get hot. Hi, Rita. Welcome in. Oh, you almost bought those granny square stuff from Joann's? Well, there you go, Anna Banana. You have the opportunity. They're not the only one. So I have, when things were going under for them and I saw a good deal, I was just going crazy because I'm like, giveaways, giveaways, giveaways. And so the kit that I bought that Alley Cat Kimberly got one of last month for the appreciation, I have additional kits. So you'll see that one come up in the months to come. So you'll see that one again, but I have other notebooks and stuff too. So this isn't going to be the only time you might get one of those notebooks. Rebecca's maiden name is Care, easiest name in class to learn, I bet, and shortest to spell probably. Oh my gosh. He just has a sister and she lives up with her wife up in Seattle. So oh my gosh. Exactly. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm trying to catch up, you guys. I just want to see what I might have missed. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Pretty yarn, lots of cute things. Yay. All right, I think I caught up. Okay. You see all those makers and tutorials use the flat tan clover hooks and they were on sale at Hobby Lobby yesterday and you bought 2 of them. Cool. Oh, I know which ones you're talking about. I was thinking the flat clovers. Yes. Those were the ones that, so you could get the clover amours, or I don't remember what they're called. There's clover something else, but yeah, I know which ones you're talking about. You like them. Good. All right. So what's everybody working on? If you want to see what was left over from the dibs, it's not a ton, but as I said, I will go through my yarn again. And I'm thinking because we've got tomorrow night, and if anybody knows the exact time, I know Diane and Dee they are selling off JoJo's yarn. JoJo passed recently, so they are selling off her yarn to pay for the funeral expenses and to help out her son Zach. So I know that dibs auction, it's more of an auction, I believe. That's going on tomorrow. So if you guys remember what time it is, or if any of the mods want to drop the link for that, I know that's going on. So, you know, if we do another dibs, I feel like probably people need to save a little bit before we do that again. So maybe it'll be a beginning of September kind of thing. I don't know. I'll let you guys let me know, but I feel like that's probably where people are at. Working on a shawl, making up as I go, starting a Halloween blanket crochet along from Alt Knots. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. I feel like I saw one from her that had different characters on the squares. Maybe that was her. I'm not sure. Is that the one or is it a different one? Tina's making pumpkins. Nice. They call them Clover Japan. So are you holding the gripper part is the flat part, right? Like I thought this would be interesting. These pens are triangular, which I guess they're kind of meant to fit normally, but it is kind of weird. So I don't know how the flat one would work. Hi Sonia, welcome in. Working on a made-up design for a tablecloth for my mom for her birthday, not liking the yarn. Which yarn are you using, Marianne? Working on a shawl I'm making up as I go. Oh yes, that's the one from All Knots. Yep. Working on a duster sweater from Nancy. She's got yarn. Duster sweater. Ooh, so it's long, right? That's what equates a duster sweater versus like a cardigan is how long it is, right? Has ghosts on it. Oh, nice. I saw there was somebody had, I think it was on Pinterest, somebody had a shawl and along the edging, it was like, it almost looked lacy, but it was ghosts. It was really cool. SSI and had been underpaying me for like a year-ish, so I got some back pay. That's the only reason I was able to go a little crazy at the tip sale. Nice. Oh my gosh. Hey, you know, I kind of had some, it's not similar to that in that way, but I had a notice from like when I got laid off from my job with the winery, I had to move my retirement that I had saved up. I had to move it over to my own investment because I couldn't keep it there or they'd start charging fees on it, right? So I was like, okay, let's make sure we move this out. I got a notice from them saying that I didn't contact them or something and that there was money sitting there. And so they are no longer working with this one place. They're working somewhere else. So it's going over to some other company and I got to contact the winery. And I'm just like, oh my God. So you didn't transfer all the money. So now it's like sitting in there and it's not nothing. It's a decent amount. And I'm like, put it where it was meant to go, please. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Monique, if I can, I'll look for it because I bet you I saved it. I pinned it probably in my pins. Cotton Kings, and there is no twist. Oh, the one you showed. Yes, you had it kind of like draped across the edge of a table. It had no twist to it. Yeah, that's really tough to work with. So very splitty. Our favorite, right? Hi, Michelle. Welcome in. Ghosts and cassette tapes on it, I think, for alt knots. Ooh, nice. Good old mixtape. No, it never hurt anybody. You're 6'2", Tammy? Oh my gosh. Yeah, definitely need a long one. My husband's 6'5", so yeah, I get that. I forget how tall he is sometimes, and then I walk up next to him, and literally his shoulder's like here on me. And BB's doing an octagonal cardigan. Nice. Michelle's making an omelet, working on squares. Nice. At first you said omelet, I was like thinking about how cute that would be for like little squares with the little eggs, like the Gudetama crocheted in there would be cute. Angela's working on another Timeless Reflections shawl, but this time the colorway is Lion Brand Mandala Ombre Harmony. Nice. Those are so pretty. All of the ombres, I was just oohing and awing over when I saw them at Joann's. So I ended up getting some, but yeah, some went in the dibs, and then we'll see if I have any more. Super fine weight, and if I ever get any more of it, I'll burn it. Oh my gosh, it's that bad, right? Could have just gotten away with it, and I would have had no idea, right? Yeah. Yep. I'm glad that that they let you know, and that you got that all figured out. 2 checks in the mail that said they were payment for unclaimed property from the state of Illinois. What? What property did you have in Illinois? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Christy, yeah, the kids. James is sprouting up like a weed. I am telling you, he will be taller than me soon. He's 5'1" and he's 12. 5'1". I, when he said I'm over 5 feet, Mom, I'm like, no, you aren't. What are you talking about? Then I got out the measuring tape, like my husband's workshop measuring tape. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're 5'1". What? Lizzie's not growing as fast, but that could change too. She's still pretty tall for her age. See if you have some number 1 weight yarn, something I have not tried before using, but want to try to crochet with. So there's no 1 weight yarn left. However, I do have some 1 weight yarn and I might be able to part with it if you twist my arm enough. I've never worked with 1 weight, so that's why I bought some, because I would like to at some point work with 1 weight yarn. But here's the thing, as the way that I look at it is that if I part with the yarn now, I can always get yarn again in the future, right? So I have no plans or no projects I want to make with it yet. And so it's just sitting in there in the tub, and it could be made into beautiful things. I'd rather you guys make them into beautiful things. Especially because I'm really working lately on trying to get all my book stuff out for children's books and really get that all up and running again. And so once I get all that dialed in, I have so many books I've written, you guys. I need to actually just focus on that. So if I can get that going and that can sustain me to keep doing what I'm doing, then I would be able to focus more on all the fun stuff of the crafting and everything. So Christy just made a grilled cheese sandwich. A grilled cheese. Grilled cheese sandwiches are delicious. Premier box in the mail. Be right back, of course. Oh my gosh. That's always so fun to get those big boxes from Premier. Oh, my dad used to say, because we live behind a farm, they always stuck me in the manure. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're saying like, oh my gosh, are you you must be watering him, meaning James, because of how much he's growing so fast. Hey, there you go. Yeah. So, oh, hey, you guys, I just started using Cash App. Have you guys been having issues with it? Because I've had an issue that's happening with multiple people now. And it's telling each of us, it's telling my friend on one end and myself on the other end that, oh, they're not going to do the payments because they're protecting our safety. I'm like, I'm accepting this payment. So I'm telling you, don't do what you're doing. But they just keep doing that. And I don't know how to fix it. So, and I don't know if it's because my account is still newish. You know, like I just opened it within the last like couple weeks or so. Oh my goodness. The 3 others are like 5, 6. How funny. Wow. How cool is that? I know, you never know, right? It's such a CRAP shoot, isn't it? I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube. Exactly, Christy. Yes, I'll be like, can you just please just get that? I can't reach it. I don't want to have to stand on a chair. Wouldn't it be cute, Michelle, right? The little eggies on the blanket. Oh, good scrumble. Scrumble. That's a fun word. Hello, Sherry. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, Mama Wench. Your son is 6'4" and your sister's 5'4". It's just like almost flipped. When he hugs her, he just puts his arms over her head. Exactly. Yes. And your uncle's 6'8". Wow. At what point are you considered giant? You know? Because there's just really tall. There's like basketball player tall, and then there's giant. Like, I just wonder what is the threshold there. And hello, Just Tube. How's it going? Seeing you after weeks. You have lost a lot of weight. Oh, thank you. Thank you for noticing. I am working out. Yes, I was working out. I was doing my 2-mile walks every morning. So Amber would hear me like, I was like, I'm on my 2-mile walk. I'm lurking and stuff. But now I'm also, I'm doing a side hustle and helping out my folks and my in-laws as well. I'm cleaning for them because it's getting harder and harder for them to do that. And so I've been working doing that. So I have every couple weeks, I have a couple days where I'm like calling my booty, and I'm just cleaning up the wazoo. I'm weeding in the yard, and then I'm also doing my workouts on the off weeks. So yes, I've lost total probably about 23 pounds or so. So it's a slow change of it's not just like I'm not dieting, I'm just eating better, and I'm not eating all the sweets I was eating. So yeah, running to Anna's and grabbing some yarn while she isn't looking. Right, you're like pulling that one, pulling that one, pulling that one. Oh my gosh. Greg just like Cash App. I so far am liking Venmo. Yeah, and it sucks because PayPal, I was always really into PayPal. However, they used to allow you to put in friends and family and it wouldn't charge the fee. Now they don't allow that. And because I have it as a business account, and I don't know if I can change that at this point, I would have to probably just close that account and start a new one as a personal account, which I might do because, yeah, they've been taking fees out of all the payments that are being made through PayPal. It just sucks. You know, it's like, come on, man. Right? That's what happened, Anna. It's been doing that. It's so weird. And so I'm like, wait, is this the right person? I know these people though, so it's so weird. You can't find people on Cash App. I have had one payment work, one, and I don't know why that one worked and the other ones didn't. There was no there's no, what is it, discerning factor that's obvious to me, you know? Set up as a personal or business account. For Cash App, it's just a personal. Instagram wouldn't let me turn on two-factor authentication on the app on my phone because I hadn't used it long enough. I was like, seriously? Are you kidding me? Diane. You're so funny. Oh my gosh. So just here. If there's something specific you guys are looking for, I'm going to get inundated. I probably shouldn't say this. I'll have like 100 emails. Oh my gosh, let me look. If there's something specific that you want, so not like an impulse purchase, but more of a like, I just only can use this, or I love this. Do you have any of it? Shoot me an email because I will let you know. And then whatever else I have will just be in a dip sale. So I'm not getting rid of all my yarn. You can't have all of it, but you can have a lot of it. How's that? I'm actually really excited to use that lattice one I showed you guys. I sold a little bit of it, only a couple of skeins, but I have more of that because I just found it at this Joann's because they didn't put it out when it was out, and then it was no longer available. They weren't going to make it anymore. And all of a sudden, like months later, when they were going out of business, that's when they put this lattice out that I'd been looking for because I'd heard of it. I just never saw it. So I was so excited, and they had packs of some of the colors. So I ended up getting the one I really wanted, which was this pink colorway. I got that one. I got the cream colorway, and I got a really pretty black with some like kind of grayishness because it has it like a lattice look to it, you know? So yeah, there was another one that was a black with some gray in there that was really pretty. I think I just got the 3 colors. There might have been a blue. I can't remember though. I'd have to check. Short girl issues. Oh my gosh. 5 foot. I'm 5'9". Oh my goodness. 7 feet and over is a giant. Oh, there you go. Okay, so 7 feet. That's the cutoff. Oh my goodness. $10 4'8". Yeah, my sister-in-law is very, very short. So up against my husband, it's like she on me comes up to maybe my chin if she's having a good tall height day. So then you go up next to my husband and then it's like huge difference. So funny. Venmo's owned by PayPal. Well then, so then why? I don't know. Oh, well, Venmo works, but I might even get fees on that. I'll have to check. I haven't checked recently. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it out, Diane, so that I don't have the business account. I just want it to not charge me fees. I'm tired of it charging fees. I do. Yeah, Christy, I do. On the Cash App, I have it set up with, I gave it my email. Did I do Face ID? I think I did. Or I added a PIN number. I did like all the things it said to do. And it's still doing that. The Bernat. Yeah, the Bernat lattice. That's one I was talking about. So pretty. And it's so soft because it has polyester in it. So that's why it's super soft. One of the fingerless gloves I made for Rusty. Oh, do you have a picture, Anna? I want to see that. I want to see those. Grabbing a new to me yarn. Let's see if I like it. Yarn Bee, velvety, smooth, sparkle, and navy. Oh, black with green and blue. Yes, they do still sell. Because I researched all the yarn I was selling. That's how I could tell you that this is how much the price is online. And I would look for the lowest price I could find, and I would go lower than that. And then, you know, if you spent $50 or more, I would include shipping in that. So yeah, I take a cut, but you know, I know how expensive shipping is, and I just wanted to help in that way for that. But then when I was going to ship the one, I was like, $50. No, let's figure out a better way. I'll try that, Christy. I'll try that and see if that does anything. Those 2 to 3 yarns that made it look like that speckle yarn. Yeah, that worked out really well, Amber. I thought those worked out really well. 2 menageries. I'm just thinking one weight to try for kicks and giggles. So if your one weight is something you'd rather not with it on. Yeah, I have a few different menagerie colorways left that I might part with some of them. I have to look through my yarn again, though, because I don't think I found all the yarn that I have. It all got kind of mushed around everywhere, and I'm like, wait, didn't I have more of that? Hi, Bonnie. Working and listening. Yay. Oh, my goodness. I have some lattice. I made a cinnamon stitches top last year with it. Oh, I bet that was so comfortable. I want to make a wearable with it because I think it's not going to be itchy at all. It's just so soft. I did that, Angela. Yes, I did that actually. I okayed the transaction because it'll put it in pending and it'll say, okay, do you approve of this? And I say approve. And then it immediately says, okay, this has then been declined. I'm like, there's no way that I declined that. It's just so silly. Anyway. You had the pink one on Tuesday. Are we talking about the lattice? The only lattice one I had available on Tuesday was actually a cream tone one. You texted me some pictures. Let's see. Oh, look at those. I wonder if I can show this to you guys. Ooh, 3 people have said the word of the day. Diane Major, Rebecca, and Callie Girl all said the word of the day, you guys. You can try trying and typing in some words here. That looks really cool. Let me see if I could share this. Oh, I know how I can share it. Bear with. I think I can. Oh, there we go. Okay. Add to that. And then let me see if I can just add it in as a photo here. I'm going to let's do recents. Nope, that's not it. Photos, here we go. There it is, okay. Open. Here we go. Can you guys see that? So this is the lattice she used. So Anna used this lattice to make these fingerless gloves. So it's black with green and blue on there. That's so pretty. I love it. I love it. See, look at that. Very pretty. I'm back. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome in. After I do whatever you need to do to ship mine as cheap as possible, right? Thank you, Amber. When I worked at Apple, that's the first thing we would have people do. You made it to the live, Lori. Good job. Well, that I was going to part with, Diane, because I haven't used it yet. And that was one of the ones. The lattice was one. Menagerie was one I couldn't get my hands on. So I was like, I need it. And then I got my hands on a lot more of it. And then I was like, oh, now I have a lot. So, but yes, I will let you know if there's any more colors after this. Can you shoot me an email too, Diane? Because I don't know if I have your email. When I, oh wait, I read that one. Lattice color. Pattern I found on Ravelry, and then I adjusted it to a lot to make it fit the right size. Oh, good. Yep. You got to fit the right size hands, right? Could be the sender's spelling or issue on their end as well. There should be a number you could call. Yeah, I'll double check for sure, Christy. I'll double check. I just didn't know if that was happening to other people. All right, I'm looking and looking. Twist and turn, twist. Okay, twist. Oh, that's the word. I'm like, twist and turn, twist. The word. Oh, Anna said it recently. I'm like, which one did Anna say? Yes, she did. She said it recently. You guys should look back. This is how I'm feeling lately because of the love that I was given on Tuesday. So. Oh, yeah, Diane, it can be so frustrating when it doesn't work the way it's supposed to work, you know. Rest Parfait Plush, thinking it was the brownish orange, but it's basically just brown. That's the label for the color. Device, so now I don't know what it's called. Aww. Yeah, and then the names are all over the place. You never know what it's called. So I would say the most of what I had left is the Bernat Blanket Extra, because not everybody works with this chunky yarn. So I totally get that. So it's not twist, but it does start with a T. And so, yeah, if anybody likes Bernat Blanket Extra and wants to see the colors, let me know. But these ones we're going for, I want to say 10 each. Let me see. Yeah, $10 each. Yeah. So online they go for $11.99. I was selling them for $10. And I just have, this one I have 2 of, but the other colors I have only 1 of. So if you guys use Bernat Blanket Extra, let me know. So it's what Lana said, except for take off the full. It's actually, the word is thanks. So thanks. Thanks for an amazing Tuesday. Hi, Michael. Michael's Adventures. How's it going? Good to see you. Making some brown pumpkins. Yeah, so a lot of the Bernat Blanket Extra in several colors, several different colors. You bought, and look at your receipt on. Oh, you're talking to Anna. Yeah, thanks. That's the word of the day. So go ahead and start putting in the word of the day, you guys, because we'll start pulling names here very shortly. My kids want me to take them to a county fair that we're having in the area. So I do want to get that done. It opens at 10, which is in 2 minutes, but I think the rides don't start till 11, so we've got time. I think I got it in one of those 5-packs on Hersters, and they don't tell you the name of the colors. Oh no, that's frustrating. Making a blanket with Bernat Blanket Extra in a darkish sagey green. I don't think I have any darkish sagey green. I have red, purple, and a dusty rose color. And then I have, what color is this? Softened blue as well. And then this one, which I like the name of, Mushroom, which is a brown, like a teddy bear brown. I did not yet, Melissa. So I was actually going to I was going to tell you, because I don't know if you had been there in the very beginning, but I had said if you wanted to spend $50, you could get free shipping. Yours won't have that, so then I would have to charge some shipping for it, which I hate doing. So I was just going to let you know that if there was anything else that I had that you wanted to throw in there, that we could get it up to that price if you wanted to just get yarn instead of get some yarn and pay shipping. You know what I mean? They are big, Tammy. Yeah. It says there was a, here, hang on. Okay. So just to give you an idea, this basket says it takes 2 of these. Now, whether it takes the full balls or not, I don't know, but at least it needs 2, probably because of the color change. This blanket, I don't know if you can see the blanket. So this blanket right here, this is a knitted blanket right here. But the blanket says it takes 5. Okay, wait. It says it takes 5 balls, 2 with a contrasting color. I'm not sure if that's saying it takes 7 or 5 total, but 2 of them have to be the contrasting color. That's confusing. But yeah, so that's how much it would take to make a chunky blanket. Will do, Melissa. And a sticker. And a sticker. Okay. Grabbed her like 6+ skeins of the Bernat extra when it was super cheap at Joann's at the end. Oh, good. That was smart. That was smart. Of course. Let's see. Is it Mama G who does Dibs sales also? Yeah. So Mama G and Dee's Creative Hands, they go up together. And I think it's usually on Dee's Creative Hands. That is where you'd watch the Dibs sale. Mama G and Rusty come in as a guest, but they are also doing dibs on their hand-dyed yarns. So that's how they work it. They were doing them once a month. I want to say it was is it the first or second Thursday of the month, so you guys? I feel like it was, wait, here we go. It's the first Thursday of the month usually is what I have written down. But they were mentioning a break. I don't know if they're going to be taking an official break or not, but if they don't, then it would be the first Thursday of the next month. So, yes, everybody's dropping drops. Did I miss anything else? Right? I know. I mean, they won't go to waste if they don't sell. I'm just saying if anybody wants them now and wants to use them for something. I also still have 3 left of this color of Bernat blanket. This is just the regular Bernat blanket. It's called Silver Steel. So it's got really pretty tans and grays in there. And it's variegated. So that one I have 3 of. I still have these, which if anybody wants, I would do $10 for all 3. They were going for $6 each, but I'll just do 10 for all 3. These are the Hook Nook ones. So this isn't available anymore. That's upside down. The Hook Nook. These are all acrylic, 100%. 4-weight worsted. And then each one has 175 yards and 3.5 ounces or 100 grams. So, and they actually look pretty good together, I think. Okay, I'm scrolling down because it didn't jump. Okay, let's see. Glaring at night, but what's the first, Kimberly? Da, da, da. That is funny how he does that. Yeah, he does. He'll just like, it's like he doesn't know what he's doing, so he'll just wait, and then all of a sudden spam you with 50 night button notifications. I have these two left of the Big Twist Tweed. So they have flicks in them. And what I was saying on Tuesday is I use these for making the dirt ball of the sunflower that sits inside the pot because it looks like dirt. Or they call it, I think, chocolate, but I don't know. Maybe chocolate with nuts, I would say. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. Yeah. That's what happens when I read things out of order, right? I'm like, first? Are you saying you're the first? You did win last month for the appreciation. Yeah, so these ones are still available. And then I have 3 of this one. Big Twist Living Mustard is the color. So this is the one I used a lot for the sunflower as well. I would use this probably for the face, and then you could get like a vibrant yellow to do the flower petals, you know what I mean? Because this is very similar color to this. It's a little more brown perhaps than this one, but super pretty. Right?
Where's my iPad?
I don't know, babe. I don't have it. So yeah, so 3 of these that's left. These ones have 110 grams, 199 yards, 3.85 ounces on those. And just so I can tell you, those are going for $5 each. The mustard one. The tweed was going for 10 each because it's no longer available, and they're going online for $15.50. However, if you want to make me a deal, I would take a deal because I don't want to have to go online and sell them elsewhere. Okay, wait. Love the jewel tones, right? How many yards in the fleck? The fleck one is 382 yards per skein. Which is a 6 ounce, 170 grams. They are 4 weight. The mustard one also is 4 weight. Yeah, that one's 4 weight as well. This one's 100% anti-pilling acrylic. So this is the living one. Their value is not quite as soft as their living one. So these are a little softer, which means if you were doing Amis, they'd come out just a little teensy bit smaller. Okay, so I've got Marianne wants all 3 of the mustard. Okay, so you want these ones, the big twist ones. So those are out. Really thick ones. These ones are 7 weight. Where is it? Yeah, jumbo 7. 100% polyester, 10.5 ounce, 300 grams, 97 yards for each of the skeins. Do I have any more of the fleck? Is that this one? Is this the one you're talking about? Tracy, if you want this and you want to make me a deal, then you can just let me know what you want to spend for these, basically. So if you, Diane, are you talking about these ones? The 2 for $15. If that's what you're saying, if Tracy wants to go any higher than that, otherwise that would go to you. That's kind of where we're at. Do you have any more of the fleck? Yeah, so this is kind of this one. If you guys want to just kind of like auction, we'll just do like an auction. So if you want these, Diane looks like she's kind of putting out 15 for these 2. So if anybody wants to go higher than that, otherwise Diane can get these for that. So let us know. Let us know. And then these, if I didn't say, these ones are worth $10 each. Okay. And let me know if you didn't see all the colors. I can show you guys again. Whoosh. They are jumping away. The chunky ones too, Lori, that's what I made this giant frizzy with, is that extra yarn. So it's not, there's Bernat blanket extra, Bernat blanket extra thick. The extra thick is even bigger. That's what I made those giant Yummy Cats with. So Tracy, if you had something in mind for it, then Diane said you could have it otherwise. And same for Tammy. Same applies. I read it again because when I read it the first time in my head, it said same apples. It's like, that's making me hungry. So let me know with that one, but this is some good coffee, you guys. It's my second cup of the day. Those are $50 to ship, Callie. Now, had I maybe could have put them in a vacuum seal bag, but I was so hesitant to do that because they have safety eyes and I just didn't want any stretching on the stitching of them. But because of their size, you know what? I maybe I could have put them in a bag. Now you got me thinking I may have overspent when I was shipping those. If I had had these giant bags that I have, you know what? I'm going to try to, I'm going to test out your theory, Callie. I am testing it out. If I can fit a Yummy Cat, the giant ones, in a bag, and it's under 18 inches, right? Then I can count it as a bag, and then it would most likely be about $11 to ship, which is way better than 50. So, oh my gosh. Right? My giant frizzy. Yes, I should sell some of those. I did buy some of the yarn. I'm actually making another one now because Dee's Creative Hands bought a big bundle that I had donated for Rusty when, you know, she just like lost her job, and there's this whole there's stuff that they were going on. They had a dib sale, and so I'd put that up. Dee got that bundle. So I need to make another frizzy because I need to have a frizzy too, but I think I have enough to make at least one more. Right, Callie? Yeah. Oh my gosh. You're running low on your coffee? For those 3 mustard, and I'll get that paid now. Okay, so the 3 mustard ones were total, those ones are 15, and I can just add them in the same bag because I haven't shipped yours yet. So you had a bug land in your coffee? It got my last couple of sips. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. Boy, right, Diane? I never even thought of, I didn't think the bags came that big. That's why I didn't even go there. And then of course I'm thinking, gosh, what if people order a bunch of yarn? How am I going to ship that? Let me look on Amazon, and I saw that and I looked up on the postal service, like how big of a bag can one ship? And so that's why I was like, oh, I could ship this bag. Let's check this out. But then 18 inches. You can't go above 18 inches or they'll consider it a box. Yeah, saving some for Joe's auction, which is tomorrow night. Freaking bugs trying to steal your last sip, I tell you. The thick ones, I have 1, 2, 3. I have 2 of this one, so that's 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I have, right? Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I have 6. Hello, I'm over here. Right, Callie? Maybe. I do still have, I have the giant yarn, but I was like, that is such big yarn. I kid you not. A skein of the extra thick yarn is like enormous, you guys. So I was just thinking, gosh, how many could I even ship? It would just get too pricey, so. Sounds good, Marianne. Thank you. Save my bags from Amazon and other deliveries and turn them inside out. Use them to reship. I just sent a yarn gift package to a friend and it was half the price. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. I know you won't see me anymore. I'm going to be just buried in all this yarn. Pirate ship is a much better option, Christy. It is so much better. I have, at least in my experience, because the prices that I'm getting, when I say it's $11 to ship that bag, that is through, depending it will tell you the cheapest option is UPS or the cheapest option is USPS. And then, and yes, Tammy, I do use pirate ship. So, so whichever one is cheapest, I'll go with, because I have both available to me to drive to. So I'll go whichever one, get a better deal, you know. But it'll tell you what it would normally cost if you just bought it online through UPS or USPS, and it's always several dollars more. Good job, Andy. Yeah. So yeah, so $11 to ship on pirate ship would have cost me $16 to ship normally. You know what I mean? So how much, with how many packages I'm going to be having going out? Yeah, it's just crazy. 2 when Michael had them out one day. Michael's had them out one day. You got 2 of the giant ones, Diane? I saw somebody use those for a granny square blanket, and it's enormous. It was crazy. If that's what you're talking about. You're FaceTiming with your grandkids. Yay. Yeah. USPS says I don't have the means to have UPS picked up or drop off. Yeah. And they say, like, do you want to schedule a pickup? But they charge you for that, I assume. So whichever one was cheapest, Tammy, is what I was looking at. Yeah, we were looking at the Canada one for shipping just to Canada. So not even Australia. We're just looking through to Canada. And even the Canada ones are over $30 to ship. So yeah. Just shipped a 25-pound box to Australia, and it was $65. Yeah. Wow. Ugh. My white whale. Anniversary yarn? Which one is anniversary yarn? Which brand is that? Which brand is that? You know, I get just as much excitement picking out your guys' yarns to ship them to you as I did when I was buying them in the first place. So I feel like I'm getting all this endorphin release, even though they're not mine anymore. I'm okay with that. Like, I'm enjoying the process, and I'm just like, oh, they're going to make so many beautiful things. I love it. Oh, USPS will pick up but not charge you because they come around anyway, right? So maybe they can just pick up on their way to dropping mail off and stuff in your mailbox. I would try it, Diane. I don't know. I think you should try it. It's not hard to set up. I don't remember it being hard to set up. I mean, those things always take, 20 minutes of your day to get going, but it's not bad. Canada was $26 to $30. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, and that's assuming I haven't even packed the package yet, but I'm assuming I can get it to an below 18 inch bag at this point, and that it's going to be, that was putting in around 4 pounds. I just kind of guesstimated to get some sort of a price on it. So nice yarn to give as a gift for a friend, and I'm probably more excited than she is. I've shipped packages to Sweden, to my friend in Sweden, and it doesn't hurt as much when you see that price, when you know it's going to somebody you care about. And so, but if it's going to somebody that you like, as a business transaction or something, then, I mean, I care about you guys, but like, I'm thinking about just how much other businesses, that you don't have this interaction like we do here. Just thinking about that and how much that must suck to see those big stickers when they come out. They're like, yeah, so that's going to cost you $50. What? Ugh. Got a discount through my stamps account. Would have been over $100. Wow. So regular price would have been 4 pounds. I was guesstimating, Tanny. I didn't actually weigh it. I just was on a higher end. It might not even be that much. So we might be able to lower that. So I would just hold off. Let me package it up today, and then I'll let you know what the weight actually is at its current weight. and then we'll go from there. Yeah, you have to weigh it. So you want to know how I weigh my packages? Because I do have a tiny little scale, but with these, they're very wonky because they're in bags, you know? So what I do is I weigh myself and then break that down. And then I hold the bag, weigh myself again, and then I just deduct and find out what the bag costs. So I assume, I mean, even if the scale is measuring you off, you know, like it's 5 pounds more than it is normally. Well, I guess it could be off, but it would tell you how much that difference would be. You know what I mean? So it should, in theory, just get at least that weight right. I didn't crochet at all today, you guys. We're just chatting. I apologize. I haven't even sat here with a crochet hook yet. I did bring my project. I brought my project. I worked on it for half a second this morning, and then I had to frog what I'd worked on because I didn't make a mistake, but as I was trying to fit it into my project bag, I kind of like my hook got on here and started snagging on one of these here, and so then I had to go back so that it could like unsnag itself. So use my regular people scale if the package is heavy enough. Otherwise, I use my small scale. Yeah. And I do the same thing, Amber. Yeah, I add some, you know, if it says 3.5 pounds, then I might do, you know, 3.5 pounds, and then I'll add some ounces to that as well. Or I'll even 3.6 pounds, you know, something like that. Thank you. This is going to be it's going to be a cocoon again. And right now it looks like a blanket. You just make a big rectangle, basically, and then you fold it in half, and then you stitch up parts of it on the side to create the arm space. And then you can do ribbing if you want. Like, I'll probably do ribbing around this part. I don't know yet how the arms are built out, so we'll see. And the back of it, though, oh, wait. No, yeah. So this is the back. The back, you don't really, it doesn't have the same design. It's almost like a mosaic, how a mosaic just kind of goes straight. And all the design work is done in the posts in the front. So that's why you can see it in the front. Well, hello, hot dog. How's it going? Cool colors. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's got all twisty. There we go. This is actually, was considered a Christmas colorway, which I think I've said it so many times. You guys are probably like, yeah, we know. It looks like flowers to you. It does. It does look like flowers. But this is, here, I'll show you. If I can reach it. This is the skein. Big twist value. Get merry and let's mingle. That's what this one's called. So it was one of their Christmas colorways from last Christmas. Pretty. Fell out of its band because it's getting very loose in there. I have this skein and I have one more skein, and then that's all I have. So I better finish it somehow with that. The bobbins to carry colors. The bobbins. If you're talking about, hi Carrie, welcome in. How's it going? So if you're talking about these, which I have my yip yips on, is this kind of what you're talking about? They hang out with me, my yip yip earrings. So when I'm not wearing them, they hang out with me. But these, which I had gotten from Dollar Tree, these are actually, I use these as bobbins, but I only use them for corner to corner graph gans. So that way I can pin to my work, you know, flip it and then unpin them and keep the colors where they're supposed to be. So yes, I do use bobbins. This one, though, it's all doing its own thing. So hi, Coley. Welcome back. How's it going? How's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. And hello, Crochet Queen. Welcome in. What are you working on? They got real merry. It's looking like summer vibes, not Christmas vibes, right? I agree. Yes, Tammy. It does. It does not. There's nothing that says Christmas, right? I remember talking to Michael from MDL Crochet when these colors came out, and he was like, "Pink is not a Christmas colorway. I'm sorry." I'm like, I love pink, but I also don't see Christmas when I see pink, you know? So, really good postal scale, and it's been a lifesaver. Oh, that's good. Yeah, those are nice. Hard to come by. Those are good. Graph cans are a thing of the past for me. You don't like doing them, Diane? The graph cans? Hello, Tank. How are you, my dear? Welcome in. All right. It's very overcast today. It's not raining. I was just double checking. I had to stop moving so I could see if it was raining. I like corner to corner graph cans. I think it's fun because I love pixel art because I'm a kid of the 80s. So I just think that's what it reminds me of. So I've done blankets corner to corner before. They do have a lot of ends to tie in though, because the ones that I design are super, like, a lot of colors, a lot of changes. Victorian Christmas colors. Is that what it is, Christy? Yeah, that's probably where they're going with it. It's like vintage Christmas, right? I don't ever want to do one again. Throw on the burn pile with Marianne's yarn in her last sip of coffee with the bug in it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're fun to do. It's just, do you guys like doing tapestry ones as well, or just because that's a little different? You can still do a Grafghan pattern, like if you for corner to corner blanket, you can just make a tapestry out of it too. So that's another option. Hi, son.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Good.
Why do you have all the yarn?
Because this is all purchased by my people here on YouTube, so I'm gonna package it all out and ship it to them. I did a dib sale on Tuesday.
You should do TikTok too. It's easy to get famous.
Oh, TikTok, huh?
I already have 100 followers.
You got more than I do. My son has 100 followers on TikTok. I have 5 maybe. Guess I don't post very much, but I will be. But I don't at the moment. Mini wall hangings. There you go, Andy. Late 50s, they switched from the dark colors to those lighter ones for a bit. Oh, very cool. This yarn is a no-go. Which one is that? Which one are you using again, Rebecca? We're going to do the fairs today. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Okay. I did single crochet Grafghans, oy vey, and full-size blankets take forever and a day. Yeah, they do. Grafghans and minis and putting them on the back of jackets. I've seen that. That's super cute. Or they'll take like a tank top and they'll create the sleeves that are crocheted. I've seen that. I've seen pants where jeans that they've slit up the side of the pant leg and then they extend them out to make like a bell bottom. So they've got a lot of cool things coming out, adding the crochet like mashup, I guess. Mitered granny. Ooh, what's a mitered granny? It sounds familiar, but I can't think about what that might look like. Easy to get famous, right? So much easier. You do, I know, Chrissy. You follow me on TikTok, but I haven't been posting. I think I've got 4 posts from a while ago. I'm going to start posting stuff about the Frizzy Bee books on there. So like process of me drawing the coloring book and stuff about whimsy on there. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, it's Frizzy Bee Books on TikTok. I did just switch it. So Yarn Bee Velvet Smooth Sparkle and Texture makes me want to cry. Oh no. It's the feeling of it that you don't like. Oh, wow. Did you buy a bunch of it, Rebecca? Sucks. I've had yarns like that where it's like it's nails on a chalkboard. Velvet is, some people love the feeling of velvet and some people just absolutely can't stand it. So yeah. I have 27 followers. What? Score. I think you're the only one that checks on my TikTok right now, Christy. You're like, does she post anything today? Nope. YouTube and Facebook for you, Marianne. You have 126 on YouTube. Good job, Tammy. Yeah, YouTube is a slow process, right? It's not easy to jump ahead unless you have something go viral. And I think it is easier for things to go viral, it seems like, probably on TikTok. I have to play around with that though to eventually. Hopefully I can figure out how to make it work for me, but we'll see. I figure there's a whole book talk thing, like spelled book TOK, like TikTok. So there's a whole community of book talk people that either talk about books that they like, show process of making books, all book related things. And so there is a whole following behind that. That's what I'm hoping to jump on so that people can actually see and get exposed to the fact that I will have these books out. It's the sparkle. The sparkle, because you can probably feel that individual strand of sparkle, right, as you're working with the yarn. Basic granny, then it grows on two sides only. Oh, okay. So you start with the basic square and then you only grow the two sides one direction or another, right? Monique, yeah. You should add me, just saying. I think you already did. We probably already followed each other on YouTube, and I post to follow people faithfully. TikTok had over 1,000 in less than a month. Wow. Look at you go, Christy. That's amazing. Like, I wonder how I think that the difference in my mind, again, this is an opinion thing here, I would think you don't get the same interaction though, like you get here on YouTube. Am I right? On TikTok. Because you're just posting short form content. So you can maybe chat in the chat of like the comments of the post, but I don't know that, like, I guess you could go live on TikTok and maybe find some people that way, but go live there trying to get over to YouTube though. I enjoy it more. Yeah. The algorithm is Algor and his rhythms. That's what Mama G calls it. That video you did with the yarn being chucked at you is hilarious, Marianne. Marianne, do you post a lot on there? I'll have to check that out because I don't think I saw that one. I think you did too, Monique. Yeah, I'll definitely do lives on there. I am going to also I decided I'm going to start a Frizzy Bee Books YouTube as well, mostly for doing the shorts on that I am posting on TikTok too. And then you could probably do a dual live thing where you go live on YouTube and TikTok. So I might start playing around with that as well. Oh, does he? You can do tutorials, you can just have social interactions, and you can have up to 9 guests plus people visiting and commenting. That's how you grow. Oh, that's cool. And doing vertical, yeah. Now, here's a good question for you, those of you that do TikTok. Do you get the trolls like we get on YouTube when you do the verticals? Or have they figured out a way to not have that happen? Because that's the big push against, for me anyway, that's why I don't do too many verticals, is all the trolls that come in. Overwhelming, so I just cut back to just pop-up kind of lives now. Yeah. TikTok is not as strict as YouTube. colors with this pretty yarn for the thing you started. It doesn't really have a good spot for doing the main color breaks between weeks. Same time every week, and announce it ahead of time. It's best. You get trolls, but not very many, and you can get moderators on your lives. Oh, okay, good. So you can have moderators on TikTok too. That's good. My kids were telling me, you got to get on TikTok, Mom. And so I started one a while ago, but I have a hard time being consistent with posting. That's my biggest issue with being on any of these platforms, really. This is the only platform I've been able to actually be consistent with my lives on. But like as far as tutorials and all those are sprinkled when I can, but I'm not always as consistent with them. So all ages you can post in your story. Like I do, I'm going live every West Coast Wednesday at 5 p.m. Oh, okay. That's cool. Hi, Blair. Welcome back. Rebecca, I hate vertical lives. Oh, you guys. Wizard Cat in the chat for Merlin. Put up your emojis, my members. Merlin has decided to grace us with his wizardy presence here. And also block the screen, which is what he does. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, you don't want, nope. Trying to get on my keyboard. Oh my God. Chaos. Chaos. We need Chaos B. Right? There we go. There's the Merlins. Yes. Good job, you guys. Yeah. He's behind my computer at the moment, but he had to make sure he stepped on everything and knock like my mouse down and all those things on his way. He is a cutie pie. Yes, he is. Chaos Kitty. Yeah. Lana, yeah, you hate. Well, see, that's the thing. If you're on your phone, a vertical live is usually better. Usually, I would say. If you're not on your phone, though, it's annoying because you're black on both sides and it's not as fun. But if you're on your phone, then you get to see the creators larger, right? So, yeah, he's a sweetie. He's very talkative too, because he's a tuxedo cat, which apparently is a thing with tuxedo cats. I found out is they are very talkative cats. So hi, Kim. Kim G, how's it going? Yeah. Arthur talks, but he just like randomly will start talking towards the front door, like he sees a ghost or something. We'll just hear him kind of like, like, what? Who is that? What is that? What are you doing? Or if I'm taking him to get his hair cut and he's in his carrier, him and Merlin will start yowling at each other. Like, she's taking us to get our haircuts. We don't want to go. Oh, even on your phone, you hate them. So you like to have just the little bit at the top and then you get the bigger chat. That's usually how it looks on the phone. Control your panel and your grid, and you can switch people in and out of the big space if they want to show their work. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to spend more time on TikTok. My sister-in-law loves TikTok. She's all about it. She'll like come up with some random information, on how to MacGyver something. And I'll be like, did you learn that on TikTok? She's like, totally learned that on TikTok. Oh, is Tucker he's your tuxedo cat? Yeah, Mom, come look over here. Mom, I want this door open. Hello. Oh, one of the things Merlin does in the morning, you guys, we have those, so to get out of our back door, we have those vertical shutters where there's that thing that you twist it to open them first and then you push them aside, right? And so they make a loud noise if they get hit by anything. And so what Merlin likes to do is he likes to reach up and start going like this as fast as he can on the end slat, and it is so obnoxious. And so I can't just let him, he'll just keep doing that as long as it takes. And then I come and I open and push them back for him. You've never seen, well, now you have, Tammy. They're black, but they have a white haired chest, right? And then he's got the white paws on his feet. The rest of him is black. Wasn't charging and it was her fault. Whose fault? My fault? TikTok may be going away again or changing its name platform, so a lot of creators will be moving to YouTube. Oh, okay. That was my other thing. I'm like, I don't want to really get started on something if it's going to be going away anyway, but I know that hasn't been decided. Oh my goodness. Russ Cat Tippy is his tuxedo. Oh, does Tippy talk a lot too? They're not outdoor cats, although Merlin likes to run out. At every chance he gets, he runs into the backyard and goes and chews grass for a minute before he gets captured by myself or Lizzie usually and put back inside. And I look at him and I'm like, you know, you're getting put back inside. And he's looking at me like, so I got to chew some grass. I know Russ's lives are too late for me usually. Around this contraption. Oh my gosh. So funny. Previous comment. Okay. So cute. My phone wasn't charging and it was her fault. Mary. While I was on my trip, oh, there we go. While I was on my trip, my kitty, Mona, found a new spot to hide, and in order to get to it, she walks by all of my cords and trips on them, therefore unplugging things. Oh, no. So she unplugged your phone, and you're like, that's why my phone keeps dying. What the heck? Oh, that's frustrating. Yeah, you never know with cats. They do funny things sometimes, you know? And sometimes you just like, was that the cat or was that a kid? That's where I'm at because I can never really tell. Hi, Beth. How have you been? I hope you've been doing well. Are you still making your really cool mushroom bags that you crochet? The CEO of his yarn, yes. Yes. They are super talkative. There was okay. I had bought this thing. My dad likes putting these kits together. They're not really puzzles. They're wood kits. They're printed wood, and they're basically like if you took something and you sliced it up like that, like a bunch of times, and you're just basically gluing them in order to create whatever the spherical figure is. So I had bought a tuxedo cat in a box, and I asked my dad to do it for me because he likes to make those. So it came with facts about tuxedo cats in there. And so my dad clipped those out to give to me so I could read them. And there was like some really fun facts in there. Like some of the royalty, I don't know, it was an emperor or something in another country had a tuxedo cat. And like the tuxedo cat was the first type of cat that climbed, I don't know if it was Mount Everest. There was one of the big mountains, like the big peaks like that a tuxedo cat was the first cat that got to the top or something. He was probably carried on somebody, but some random facts like that. But one of those was saying how tuxedo cats are one of the most talkative of cats, varieties of cats. Tucker paw pads are black. His toes alternate pink and black. Oh, how cute. The toe beans. I think Merlin's are pink, if I'm remembering correctly. I think they're all pink, though. Working on a haunted house bag. Ooh, that sounds cool. Like is it like a ghost or is it an actual house? Hi, Aisha. How's it going? Welcome in. Give her a couple of days and she'll find a new spot. Watching because I don't know what to say. Oh, no worries, Timmy. You could just hang out, lurk, and listen if you want. Hi, Debbie. Cat waits for me on the windowsill, and as soon as he sees me, comes into the building, or sees you come into the building, he runs to the door and starts talking at me while I open it. Oh, that's so cute. Merlin and Arthur, both when I am out of town or we are out of town or anything, my in-laws, they live with us, and so they say that they just sit by the door, or they'll sometimes go talking, trying to figure out where we went. And then we'll sit by the door waiting for our return, which is, it's cute and it's sad because you know how they're just missing us and stuff. Use my own pattern and work up my busy. Oh, there you go. That sounds good. You said you could do whatever you wanted, right? As far as the pattern was concerned, you could make a bag or whatever, so you could do your busy bee pattern. Mushroom bag. I'm changing colors to spooky with bats, ghosts, and pumpkins. Oh, I want to see that. That's going to be cute. I am working on a cocoon again. It has to get to 40 inches. So when I showed it to you guys before, I totally forgot the fact that I am a 3D object. And I was like, it looks like it's long enough. It must be close to being finished. But I totally forgot. Well, it has to be able to fold this way and still come down that long. You know what I'm saying? So I just forgot that about myself. I'm like, it's not gonna be big enough. So I think when I showed it to you guys and I said, oh, I think I'm almost done, I was at like 27 inches. I need to get to 40. So I'm not done. I just hope the amount that I have left is going to be enough. Siamese cat from years ago was a huge talker. Yeah, they are known for talking a lot as well. Yeah. Decision fatigue, definite thing. Yep. Mona is so talkative, but only to me. So people don't believe me. And she knows when I have my phone. She's like that frog, the hello, my baby frog. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. And then the people look and he's like, ribbit, you know? Me too. Yes. Yeah. So what I do is when I have to switch the skein, whatever color I'm on, I'll go to the next skein, see if it's on that color. If it's not, I'll pull out. So like when I recently changed skeins, I had to pull out that much. So I am color, what do you call that? It's color correcting-ish, I guess, if you want to call it that. Just to try to keep it going in a nice even flow. You're thinking of quitting, Timmy? How come? Quitting YouTube? My hubs wants a winter hat for hunting. I have the yarn 5-weight, but he wants a hat with a tight weave. Well, that's very specific, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what do you mean a tight weave? See, I haven't really made hats, so but if anyone in the chat has, Daddy, hello. No worries. I'll stay on until 11 my time, so that's another 12 minutes or so, and then I gotta head out so I can take the kids to the fair before it's gone, because it's only on through the weekend. And so it's better to go during the week. If you go late in the evening, like, you know, when the fair is still going on, I think it goes 10 in the morning till like 10 at night. But if you go during the earlier part of the day, it's not as crazy and you won't have to wait as long in the lines if you want to ride the rides. So, but I am the pack mule. I don't ride the rides. The only one I go on with them is the big Ferris wheel that goes real slow. I don't like rides. I get sick. Oh, you said you wanted to quit YouTube. Thought I saw you say. I was asking how come, if you don't mind my asking. Needs to stop being so crazy so I can do fun things. Exactly. Bod is the hat queen, no pun intended. Very true. Yeah. Check out Bod's patterns. You might find something that'll work. I've never done a Bod pattern actually, so I'll have to check her patterns out. Oh, did you see that? Just slipped right off my hook. Get back on there. Try that again. This one, because you connect them together in such a way that, like, before you finish off your treble crochet, the second one, you go back in to finish a double. So if that makes sense. So you'll have some on your hook still, and then you'll yarn over again and go finish that double. But because you do that and they're almost like chained together in that way, if you lose one, you end up losing a bunch of them. So what is that? Like a tighter weave? What does that mean? They just don't want it to be like, they want it to be what? Just so you don't have holes and gaps in there? Is that what that means? All half double crochet or single crochets. I gotcha, yeah. Linked stitches are very good for no holes fabric. Yep. And he has a large head. My dad has a large head too. I remember when we used to get season passes to Great America in California, and there was one time my dad had to, like they take your picture for your card, and the guy asked him if he could go not in the one right in front of the camera, but actually to the one to the side, because his head was so big it wasn't fitting properly in the little like window. So we were all cracking up. Mandy, you're so funny. Hello, how's it going, motherhood influencer? Remind me your name again. I remember Stella's mom is Connie. That was the one I needed to remember from today. So if you want to tell me your name, I will try to remember it for next time. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, it's tough, especially if you haven't gotten a following just yet, and you go live and you only know a few people. It's very tough to do the lives and not have the people coming in that you want to see. So I understand that. Kay, okay. K. Her name is Kay. I gotta remember. But yeah, exactly. It's best not to get discouraged. You just got to keep trying. If you can put out some video content, I'm not sure what you put out on your channel usually, but like if you can get people interested in seeing the video content, then a lot of times people are more apt to come into a live that way. Buy one to make. He has to buy one for me to make it. He's got to pay you for it. Yep, exactly. They aren't free. Come on. That, or he needs to buy you another chisel of yarn. All the hats too, and all the colors. Cue evil cackle, right? I am so slow at crocheting, you guys. I feel like I'm slow anyway. I see some of these YouTubers that are just like swimming through crocheting and talking and don't miss a beat. I'm like, how fast can I go? How fast can I go? And then the hook starts catching. There we go. Reached 90 subs and my channel got terminated. Aw. All the way over, very discouraged, and I'm still now only at 135, but I'm being hopeful. There you go. buy you an Addy. There you go. That's a good idea. Especially if he wants a bunch of hats, if he wants options. Okay. Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh, you guys, I haven't picked names. You're supposed to remind me. Come on now. There's still 38 of us. Okay, if you haven't put in the word of the day to get your name put in the hat for the monthly appreciation, do that now. We have 21 entries, 39 watching. Also, don't forget to hit that thumbs button, please. The word of the day is thanks. So just type thanks in the chat. I'm going to start drawing names in just a minute. I totally forgot, you guys. Too many things, too many things. I'm a chatterbox, you know that. Try to match the chip bag clip to the chip bag. I haven't gotten to that level of OCD, Kelly, but I'm happy to hear you're admitting to that. I'm just giving you a hard time. It's like how my brother would be if I said something like that. He'd be like, I don't know, sis. I don't know. All right, I'm trying to find a blank piece of paper. What I should be trying to find, hang on, bear with, where's my notebook? Let me see if I've got my notebook over here. Do I? It's a mess over here, you guys. It's because of the dibs sale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a fresh sheet. Sheesh. Where's my fresh sheets? There we go. Use my Be Productive fresh sheet here to put your names down. All right. So I need to put down Marianne because she did a super chat. And I need to put on Anna Banana because she started her membership. And then we will see, we're at 31 entries, 41 watching. If you want to put the word in, it's thanks. So just put the word in, just, you know, put it in, keep putting it in. Nightbot's going to do its thing. I will choose the winners and momentarily. I apologize now only because I know there's a delay from what I'm saying here and what you guys see. However, Nightbot's right there to tell you when somebody's name is picked. So, you know, it's just how it works. Thank you. Yes, my strawberry bag. This is from my friend Shy. This is her pattern anyway. I crocheted it. Yeah, isn't that cute? All the little seed bead seeds. And then I did an inner lining. And I even put a little pocket in there. So, it's technically for my daughter. However, it's become a little fixture here. So, I don't know. She'll get it. And I did, as I'm dropping things, you guys, look. This is the beautiful diamond painting that Margaret made for me. And I need to just figure out where to put it. I wanted it to be visible for you guys, but I don't know, like, because these squares are too small. I could put it up here, but then I don't think you'll see it. Or you see a little bit of it, I guess. But not much. And it doesn't have, it's not one that has the thing to sit up on, so I don't know. And I could put it over here, but then you're not going to really see it over there. Like looking in my screen to see where you might see it. Isn't that pretty? Love it. I loves it. Okay, so we got 35 entries, 39 watching. So if everybody has put up the word thanks, I am going to start drawing names. Now, today we're going to make up for Tuesday's dibs sale. We are going to do, I'm going to do them in the set. So we'll do Tuesdays first. I'll do 4 names. We'll get 2 entries and 1 will get 10 entries into the monthly appreciation. Then we'll start today's. Okay. So that's how we're going to work it. I know, Michelle, I don't have the patience for diamond art. So I thanked Margaret for making that for me because of that. I've tried it and I'm just like, it was one of those crafts. I bought a chisel of them because I was like, ooh, a new craft. And then I didn't get into it. And then I had a whole bunch of them. So luckily my neighbor really enjoys doing those. Okay, so let's start drawing names, okay? So this is going to be for Tuesday's live that we did not draw names for. So the first winner is, I'm going to wait until it catches up. And here we go. Sherry R. Congratulations, Sherry R. So you get 2 entries in to the monthly appreciation. All right. Okay, we're going to draw a name again. And here we go. Beth Toller. Beth, you got your name in the hat. So that's 2 entries in for this month. Okay, here we go again. Tammy's Crochet Corner. Tammy. Okay, I've got you in for 2. Okay, and we're going to do one more for 2, and then we'll do a 10 one. So this is for 2. This one's for 2. Mary Ann, Mama Winch. All right, Mama Winch. Congratulations. That's 2 for you. Okay, and then this is the 10 entries now into the monthly appreciation. Hi, Rudy. In 2001, I graduated high school in 2002, so I was a junior in high school. It was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. All right, here we go. This is for 10 entries, you guys. Here we go. Anastasia, the newest member. Congratulations. So Anastasia, Anna Banana, is going to get 10 entries in. That's for Tuesday's live, which was the dib sale, which is why we didn't do it. Okay, so we've done Tuesdays, so now we're going to do today's. Now we've caught up. So here we go. And we're going to start again. We're doing 2 entries in. Okay, here we go. Flower Tammy, congratulations. Flower Tammy's got 2 entries in. All right. And we're going to do this again. Here we go. Tank. Tank's got 2 entries. Congratulations. All right. And one, well, not one more. There's 2 more times. So let's just do it again. Here we go. Rebecca. Yarn Basket Toys, Rebecca. All right. Congratulations. Plus 2. And then we're still on the 2s. One more 2 and then a 10. Okay, so here's the last 2 entries. Amber, congratulations. Amber, plus 2. Okay, and then for 10 entries for today, this is the last name for today. All right, drum roll, drum roll. I'm waiting till it catches up so that once I see myself making the drums, I will hit the button. You're going to have to deal with this because I don't want it to give it away too quickly. All right, here we go. Lisa, congratulations. You get 10 entries in, Lisa. Plus 10. All right. There we go. You have a Phoenix diamond painting sitting there. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh my goodness. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. The diamond. Yeah, hurt your neck. Yep. Oh my goodness. For sure. Everybody's saying congratulations. So you guys have your entries in. I will be going through. I always do. I put all the members in. I'll put your entries in as well. And then, you know, as we go along through the month, we just keep adding to the list, right? And so, like I said, any of the gifted things get entries in as well. So those are all on the table too. Even Nightbot gets to congratulate. Oh, I like that. Sounds good, Diane. Yes, please email me for sure. And there we go. I think I hit the end. Thank you, Diane. Yeah, I hope so too. The sun is starting to peek out. We'll definitely need sunscreen, especially me. Maybe even a hat. Have to tuck my ears in though, because my ears do this when I have a hat on. I look like Dumbo. I have to tuck them into the hat. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you guys. as always. I will continue to be shipping things out. If you haven't gotten a hold of me and you need to still for whatever it is that you put your dibs in on, please email me, frizzybeehive@gmail.com. Otherwise, oh, good, Tammy. I can't wait to have you as a member, my dear. All right. I will talk to you guys next week. So we'll be back on Tuesday. I'm just doing 9 a.m.s, you guys, because I didn't want to go up against Diana D and Paula Mint. They're on right now. So please go and do a Frizzy raid and say hello for me, because today I'm not going to be able to join. I'll be taking the kiddos. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Okay. Have an amazing weekend as well if I don't see you sooner. All right. Bye, guys.